So you've recently passed the background check of Grubhub as you signed up, and everything came clear, and now you are a driver of Grubhub, and you're welcome to the family. Also, welcome to Live to Hustle again. And don't forget to subscribe so you'll be directly notified of any new videos. And to make sure you're directly notified, make sure to hit the bell button, please. And also feel free to comment and like, of course, if you like this video. Now, this video is going to be a beginner video for Grubhub, first-time Grubhub drivers, anybody who's considering doing Grubhub. And if you do Grubhub, of course, you're more than welcome to watch this video, of course. So what I want to do is kind of just show you guys how to use the Grubhub app, of course, just a few things and point out some things that are really, really important. Now, this is what will show up when you first get into the app. So it will show, the task portion. Now, it says, you see where there's a red dot? It says unavailable. Okay. This is where you will be going online and offline. So to go online, make sure to go to taking offers right there. Click on there on top. And then if you want to go unavailable, hit on top of there, of course. So as you go available, though, that allows you to be online for Grubhub, so you can be able to take orders. Now, I'm gonna get to something like that in just a second. Now, of course, this is kind of the menu going. So it shows your name, and then there's profile information, and I'm not gonna click on that because there's some very, very sensitive stuff. But on there, you're gonna see your name, your address, of course, and your phone number. Now let's go to scheduling, and this is going to be one of the more critical, areas, of course, in order to be able to do Grubhub, deliveries. So for scheduling now, what Grubhub does is, for those of y'all who might, of course, are new, Grubhub drivers usually schedule blocks, and these blocks consist of about 1 hour to about 90 minutes. It depends, and there's none here, of course, left. A lot of times you'll kind of see that around. Now, during at the end of the week, depending on what program level you are, you'll be able to schedule a block, when it becomes available for you to use it. And it depends on the program level. So these blocks usually range about an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. It depends. There's a couple of those throughout the day, and each day or so. And you want to hit done updating. You want to check it out multiple times to see if there's any blocks that are available, especially for drivers who are on the partner status, which is like the lower tier of the three programs that Grubhub offers. So one thing is that with blocks, you're not required to do deliveries to schedule a block, but having a block, almost guarantees you a delivery, especially in busy markets. So you're a whole lot likelier to get a delivery when you're on a block versus off block. So I really, really encourage any new drivers out there to make sure, do the best you can to get blocks that way, so you can get more opportunities for delivery. So that's one thing to take note. Now, so the schedule usually goes for about a week, and then every week at about the same time of day is when you'll be able to fill in the blocks that are available to you, of course. Now, this is the schedule part. So let's go to pay summary. Now, I did not work so far this week so the work week starts on Monday and ends on Sunday, at midnight local time. So what's going to happen is it's going to show your earnings. It's going to show the deliveries you made, how many you scheduled hours that you worked, and how much you made each day. It's going to have that for the week, and it also will email that information to you, the day after you work. You'll send that information so you can find that out. And then, of course, let's go to program level. So there are 3 different kinds. There's going to be partner, of course, and then there's pro, and then there's going to be premier. So the way it works is, as you'll see right here, partner has third access to new blocks. That's usually Saturday mornings. That's when the earliest they can schedule blocks. For pro, it's Friday, somewhere in the morning or afternoon, if I'm not mistaken. And then premier, and they get to schedule blocks or fill out their schedule as early as Thursday. So they're the first ones to do it. They have priority. there are some things, criteria you have to meet for all of that. So for partner, so all our other drivers. So let's go to Pro. Let's go to Premier. So with Premier, it requires you to have a 100% attendance rate. So you must attend all your blocks, and of course, you definitely want to avoid missing your blocks. Otherwise, one thing that happens if you don't clock in, or if you don't go online within like the first couple minutes of your block, it'll automatically drop. So you want to avoid that. And 95% order acceptance rate. So let's say, for example, you get like 40 orders throughout the week or so, and I'm sure if you work every day you're gonna get more, but let's say you get 40. So you cannot decline more than 2 orders out of the 40, and so that exists. So that's in order to keep it at that rate. So, and then also the block drop rate. So you're like got to keep it below 10%, of course, to be on the Premier, and that's along with all these other things. Now, the good thing is that you get first access to new blocks. Of course, as we mentioned, you get to schedule blocks before the Pro and the partner drivers get to do it. Catering order eligible. Now there is an at risk or star right there. What that means is that, like, it depends on the market, because some markets don't have it. I haven't been able to see it in my market, earlier, a couple months ago when I was on that status or so. And then the perks, of course, there's a couple, like of course you get perks like Mako, or like car repair. Those options you have with Premier. As we go to Pro down here, still 100% attendance rate, attend all your blocks. However, with the acceptance rate, it's not 95%, it's 85%. So it has to be 85% or more. So it's not as stringent, but of course. Now, block drop rate, not 10%, but 20%. So if you are a Premier driver and you end up dropping off more blocks, or you don't accept as many deliveries, you might be able to get the Pro. You get second access to blocks. Catering order eligible. Again, depends on the market you're in. Access to referral programs, and then, of course, the perks. Partner, whole big difference. Of course, anything below, these thresholds for Pro is going to get you to partner status, and generally it only allows you to schedule blocks after everybody does. Now, so that's the other thing. Now, in the next video, I'm going to show you the rest of the other things for Grubhub. Of course, this is the first one.